Hello, this is Teslon. I'm in Malinovka East in my VK 2801 for the first volume in this Lighthouse tutorial called What Would You Do? And this is a series where I will take battles and let you watch as the battle unfolds, and then several times throughout the fight I'll stop the video and say, okay, you've seen what's going on. If you were in my shoes, what would you do right now? And then I'll tell you what I did and why. In this battle, there's 2 enemy artillery. We have 2. 4 enemy scouts. We have 2. The only 2 I'm really worried about are the 5916 if it's autoloader, and the 12T, which most certainly is autoloader, because they can do pretty good amounts of damage on me, and they're a threat to me if they catch me close up one-on-one. The Chaffee and the M5, I really only have to worry about them spotting me, because one-on-one, they're both mincemeat. If we engage in a battle close up, they're gone. If I see them far away, they're still gone. So, they have a lot of TDs on the enemy team and no heavies. We have more heavies than mediums, not quite as many TDs, but we're a little bit more balanced than them. They, how many they got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 TDs. They're going to have a fairly static force on the back lines. So that's something you have to be aware of, and it's also something you can take advantage of. Now, this is only a Tier 7 fight, and this is a map that was made for scouts. Malinovka is like the queen of scout maps. The Malinovka for passive, and probably Prokhorovka for active and half-court scouting. But with me being ranked so high up in the tiers here, any scout that's in this situation has a chance to excel. But the key to it, pretty much the key to every fight, is flexibility. You have to form a plan and have an idea of what you want to do, but you also have to realize when that plan is not going to work and not be stubborn about saying, I'm going to do this no matter what. This is what I said I'll do, and this is what I'm going to do. That gets you killed or severely damaged. If something throws a monkey wrench into your plans, be smart enough to quickly change to something else and move to a less threatening environment. It keeps you alive, it keeps you helping your team, and it ends up giving you great missions. So, my initial plan right now is to go to the bush up in E7, one of the best scouting bushes in the game, and it has been for years. But, as you'll see, I may not be able to do that. Like I said, I'm not really worried about the gun on the Chaffee or the M5, but I do have to be worried about the fact they can spot me. And it doesn't matter whether a big tank or a little tank spots me. If I get spotted when in the enemy line of fire, I'm not going to last long. So I'm pulling around and, oh man, here comes the M5. I'm going to stop it right now. There's the M5. You know what I want to do? I'm not going to tell you whether I did it or not. What would you do? Are you going to go on to the bush, or are you going to change your plans? And in this case, I'm saying there's no way I'm going to E7 right now. Because if I pull up there across that next little crossing, he is going to see me, and I have no idea of knowing whether anybody's in position to shoot at me or not right now. But his tanks are deploying across here or up into here. There's a good chance more than the M5 is going to be in position to shoot me. And even if I go up into that bush, everybody's going to see me go up into that bush, and if they aren't in position to shoot me now, they're going to be in position to shoot me within 10 or 15 seconds, and I'm going to die. I'm bailing on that plan. There's no way I'm going up there right now. So I pull back. I didn't think he would pull forward, but I wait here a second just to see if he's going to continue his rush, and he stops behind that little hill where I thought he'd go. So I'm just going to change my plans, move up here into E8, and I'll spot it from here a little bit, mostly waiting to see if the M5 is going to move forward and keep going. Chaffee's way down at the other end of the map. That's good to know. I assume right now, and there's the M4. I was going to say I assume there's tanks moving into this position, and they are. I can get a shot at him and back out. There's the 5916. M4's dead. Don't know why they pull up onto the into spots like that where they know they're going to get spotted, but they do it game after game. There's a challenge over there, and I get spotted probably by the 5916. I was going to go back up to E7 then, but I can't, so I have to back out again. Flexibility. It keeps you alive, helps you win battles. Now right now, all we have on the hill is the Chaffee. Our heavies elected to stay down near spawn, and nobody but the Chaffee went up on top of the hill. This isn't really good. I'm asking why the heavies aren't on the hill yet. Here comes the M5. He ran out of patience really quick. He's going to die because of it. I threw a sinker ball right into the ground. Now he's dead. Oh, somebody else killed him. Either way, it doesn't matter. He needed to be gone before he got our team lit up, and we took too much damage. So now, at last, maybe I can go down to E7 and see what's going on over on the other side of the map. Oh, jeez. I'm not even going to ask you about this. This is a no-brainer. When the AMX-12T shows up there, ain't no way you're going to E7 because he's going to proxy scout you. Chaffee's still holding his own up on the hill, but that's only going to last so long. There goes the AMX-12T. I can finally get to E7. Yay. Fight's only 3 minutes old. Took a while to get here, but now I'm here. And there's AT2 just waiting to get shot, looking the wrong way. Get some damage. The Challenger hit me. I knew the Challenger was there. That's okay. We got the kill on the AT2. Chaffee died. I'm asking, please, somebody move up north and help us. And here comes the 5916. Now, you can see where he's at. I have a shot at him right now if I want to take it. I can stop and shoot at him. Or I can keep moving and try to shoot at him. Pretty hard to do with the 2801. What would you do? And I know the 152 is behind me. He's probably can take the 5916 out in one shot. I also know that if I try to stay here and slug it out with the 5916, more than likely there's some other enemy tanks up here that are going to be able to fire at me. So I'm not really in a good position to stop and take a shot at this guy. I'm going to keep moving, move over to the more east, and hopefully I'll get in a position where I can shoot the 5916 if I have to do it. But to me, stopping right here and trying to slug it out with him is suicide. He's gone. There's a PZ behind him. The PZ4H is up there. If I would have stopped, that guy probably would have been able to pump some rounds into me. And it just wouldn't have been worth the price of admission to do that. So I'm going to wait right here, pull up a little bit, see if he's coming down the hill. Oh, here he comes. I'll get a shot and back out. Don't wait to see if you're seen. Look, well, he's dead, but I was seen. If I had stayed up there, he probably would have gotten a shot off on me before he died. We don't have thousands of hit points that we don't care if we take a shot for 150. 150 to us is like 25% health. Like, we can't afford to give that up if we don't have to. There are times where we deliberately give up a shot to get a kill, but that was right there, just would have been wasting hit points for no reason. So now, my thought is there's not going to be anybody up on this hill. Because if there was, they would have supported the two tanks that just came down the hill. So I'm thinking I have a clear path up here, and I'm going to come up and see what I can see on the enemy side of the field. I stopped for a second just to see if anybody lights up down there before I come through the bushes. I see the two Challengers down there. Oh, there's the Hellcat. And the Hummel. Wow. Cornucopia of enemy tanks. And man, I threw another sinker ball. Hummel's not paying attention to me. The Hummel is going to die. Goodbye, Hummel. Hummel is my most killed tank in the entire career. I've killed more Hummels than any other tank because they blow up so nicely. They just poof. Okay, guys. You saw me take a shot in the Challenger and back out. There's 2 Challengers down there running around together, plus the 25-2 in the background. You see the situation. What would you do? And to me, this is another somewhat no-brainer. Those 2 Challengers know I'm up here. They are coming up after me. They think there's safety in numbers, and you know what? They're right. 1 Challenger I'm not too scared of. I can flank him and get big hits on him and blow him up before he takes me out, as long as I can close in on him before he kills me. 2 Challengers, that's not good. They don't do a lot of damage per hit, but they do hits really fast, especially 2 of them. I have no desire to sit here by myself and hope my artillery manages to get around in on a Challenger to save my butt. It appears they're headed my way. That can only mean they're coming up after me and they think that they can beat me with 2-on-1. And you know what? They're right. They can. So I am going to totally retreat. I'm not backing up and fighting a defensive retreating battle. I am totally getting out of Dodge because of this. They're coming up. They're fixated right now on coming to kill me. And I am going to use that against them. I'm not just going back up. I'm going to come off the hill completely and then go around and try to take out the 25-2. If they want to come up here after me, fine. I'm going to let them come and not challenge them. Go somewhere else. And by the time they realize I'm not here, hopefully, I will have helped get another TD killed in the middle of the map. I was waiting to see if anybody shot him. I don't want to move up there and have him see me, because I don't know where the ARL-39 is, and I don't know where the J-Panther is. So I want to cross the swamp, and oh, perfect. He just took a hit down to 6 hit points. He's backing out. I really doubt he is going to poke his head over for any time soon. So this is my window of opportunity. I have to just go for it. I'm going to cut across the water here. I don't want to delay. That guy has to assess whether he wants to pull back out there with 6 hit points. And while he's doing that, I'm taking advantage of his indecision. Hopefully my plan worked as I wanted it to, and the challenges are up on top. Hey, there's the ARL-39. So now I just have to figure out where the J-Panther is. The 25-2's totally disappeared. That seems odd. There he is, off to my left. Turn and fire at him and get him off the map. Still don't know where the J-Panther is, but he hasn't fired at me yet, so I'm assuming he's far enough away he can't see me. Hey, there's the J-Panther. Or J-Panther, no, GW Panther. Shot on him. He's a one-shot kill too, as long as I hit that light armor around his gun. If I hit down low, it'd probably take 2 shots to get him, but as long as I hit him up high, he's out of there. Now, we are fairly certain that the challenges are on top of the hill. The ARL-39, we know where he's at. He's over on the east side of the map. Don't know where the J-Panther is. What would you do? I'm going to go up the hill. Because if the ARL is over there already partway down the hill, the odds are that the challengers are there to support him. I can see one Challenger who was seen partway down the hill. I'm assuming he's going to stay there. The 39 just died. I'm pulling up here. I have to be cautious, but oh, that guy's giving me a shot. Gotta take it. I hit his gun barrel for 48 damage. Woohoo. Now I get a fire. Gets a couple of extra points of damage there. I'm debating whether to go up after him or stay here. And I'm thinking, wow, those two PZ4s are attacking. There's both the Challengers. I'll take a shot at this guy. Oh, that's not good. J Panther is getting some shots in, so he apparently can see me even though I can't see him. So I'm going to move up the hill, hopefully get out of his line of fire. Here comes the Challenger right at me. Okay, he's going to ram me. I'm going to move to the side to minimize the damage. He tracked himself. I can just swing around him and blow him up. Like I said, one Challenger by itself isn't that much of a problem. Two Challengers together, not good. But now let's look at the situation. It's down to just the J Panther. I have no idea where he's at, but I know he's somewhere south of me. The one PZ4 is climbing up the hill. The other one has to be within 10 meters of where he was at the beginning of the game. My ELC is way over there too. What would you do? There's 5 minutes and 16 seconds left. Here's where you want to get tricky. Don't be predictable. The Panther already knows pretty much where I was at. He was shooting at me. Guaranteed he's somewhere south, but I don't know where. I almost guarantee you he's probably somewhere in a bush. So even though he can't see as far as he used to be able to see, he's going to get the first shot on me. As if I go directly south and try to find him, he's going to get to shoot at me before I get to shoot at him, which means my only chance of winning the battle is if he misses one or two shots as I come in on him. Because the first shot, if he misses, if I'm lucky, I'll get to see where he's at, and then I can adjust. And he's going to get to shoot at me again before I get there. The odds are not very high that I'm going to survive if I go due south. So, like I said, stay flexible. A lot of people right now would charge south. They may wait for the PZ4 to catch up to them, and then they go blindly charging south and end up dead. I don't want to do that. I'm going to hang a Louis, go all the way around the map, and come in from the south. Both PZ4s are headed up the hill right now. I'm telling them I'm going around, and I'm going to expand on that and say the PZ4s can come in from the north. I'm going to come in from the south. At the moment, the ELC looks like he's moving south, so I'm assuming he's going to do the same thing, but he's just a cool little French guy that can't fight. He ends up the fight with 0 damage. He never really engaged anybody, but either way, sounded good when I thought of it. Hey, we'll go both south, they'll each go north, and it'll be awesome. He ended up backing out, so it was just me going south, but it still worked. Mediums come in from north, we'll go south, because at this time I'm thinking the ELC is with me. I didn't realize that he was like that Artie's best friend, and they're holding hands all battle. Maybe it's a girl, and you know how they like always go to the bathroom together, so maybe the Artie and him are both girls. They're just hanging out being girls, so. Again, I don't know where the J Panther is. I'm going to come up here and use the terrain to get it stay concealed as long as possible. My goal is to get in close to him before he sees me and can react. Because if I get in close to him, I win the battle even if there's nobody there to help. But it's going perfect. The PZ4s are coming down the hill right now. I'm going to be moving in from this side. We're going to catch this guy in a pincher, and he may get one of us, but that's all he's going to get. Because the rest of us are going to close in on him and take him out. He ought to show up at some point. There he is. Oh, and he gets a good shot in the PZ4. That could have been me. If I went that way, I'd be dead right now. And now he's dead. He has no way of getting out of this because I'm going to come in behind him. And he's trapped. I get a good hit. And then he disappears. Flexibility, guys. Be ready to change what you've planned on doing. It keeps you alive. And if you're alive, you're going to continue to spot. You're going to continue to deal damage. You're going to continue to help your team win. If I had just said, I am going to E7 no matter what at the beginning, I probably would have died within the first minute, and who knows how the fight would have gone. If I would have said, I'm going to stay and fight both those challenges together because I'm stupid and think I can do it, I would have died, and who knows how the end of the fight would have gone. After they were gone, it's just the J Panther left. At that point, well, even if I died or not, we probably still would have won the fight. But why should I charge south, knowing that there's a high probability the J Panther is going to kill me, probably before I even see him? He's going to light up for a second, and I'm going to disappear. Or I'm just going to disappear and never see him at all. It's not worth it. I had over 5 minutes left to play with. My PZ4s were heading up the hill. They're going to take a while to get up and over the hill. Perfect for me to abandon the idea of going straight south into the enemy fire, going all the way around, coming in from the back door. And it worked out great. I moved in just as they moved down. He got that one shot and took out a PZ4, but in doing so, he lets me get up on his tail and the fight's over. I don't get the kill, but I get the big hit. I end up with 2,676 XP, 9 spots, 2,103 spotting damage, 4 kills, 3,142 damage. I got a high caliber and a scout medal. And it is all because I was willing to change my plan of action when it became apparent very early on that what I had set out to do wasn't going to work if I tried it right then. And then I tried 3 different times to go up to E7, and 3 different times something happened which prevented me from going there. Each time I was wise enough to say, hey, this is not the time to do it. I have to be patient and wait. And then after that, it's a matter of challenges are coming up the hill after me. Cool. I can cut across the middle and help take out a TD or two. I end up helping to take out a TD and taking out the artillery. Start going back up the hill. I'm getting shot at from the south. I know it's the J Panther. Challenger rushes me. I'm not going to go charging south anymore. I'm going to go all the way around and come in unmolested and undetected until it was too late for the J Panther to deal with me. Flexibility plus situational awareness, because that's what drives flexibility. You can't gain the data you need to know your plan isn't going to work if you're not paying attention to the mini-map, paying attention to the main map, and analyzing and processing all the input you get. Hey, that tank's where he's going to light me up if I try to go where I'm going. I better not go there. Those tanks are headed straight up the hill. They're coming after me. Do I want to fight those 2 tanks 2-on-1? No. Time to move. But guess what? They think I'm going to sit up there waiting on them, trying to spot. I can use that to my advantage. I know they're going to be out of the way. I can quick go down here and exploit the gap that they're helping to leave open because they're coming up after me. So you take what's happening on the battlefield, change your plan, turn it into something that's a positive for you. And you do it over and over and over and over until you get a win. Or until you lose. From Malinovka East. Being flexible and racking up a lot of XP. Happy hunting.